Welcome to another Midlife Crisis Guys video, and I am so chuffed to be able to be doing another film so soon. I've literally only just dried out from the Welsh epic experience up on the Nantla Ridge, however you may well pronounce that.
Great.
Hopefully you might have seen that video. A very wet, wild, but excellent experience. But the here and now is, it's a few days later. I've just finished my run of shifts. The weather has turned, it's turned really, really nice. Now I'm being a good dad this weekend. I'm doing the dad taxi. My son's coming back from uni, ferrying in my daughter around. It's, Dad, I really do need to buy those taxi things to pop up on my roof this weekend. So prior to the weekend, I kind of figured with the weather being nice that I'm going to take full advantage. And I've driven just, again, very locally. I would have come on my bike, but I've got to be up early tomorrow to drive off to pick up my son from uni. So I've had to come in the car. But stopped short, and I've got probably a 2-3 mile hike, not far at all. And I'm just going to hike off up into the hills and look to do a Wildcamp again, but in much more pleasurable conditions. The sun is up, it's a little bit cloudy, but there's loads of blue sky, it's warm, and the forecast for tomorrow is really warm as well, so I'm going to take full advantage, and I cannot wait. Here we go. So good to be out again. Might seem a bit boring, sort of hiking along a road. I'm not on it for very long. And just to be honest, where I've left the car, logistically, it was just as easy for me to follow the road as he negotiates the cattle grid. Don't want to be breaking my ankle at this point. Okay, ladies. Good girls. Perhaps other people might take for granted if they go off into the country, perhaps even on a Wildcamp or a hike or something. But things like that, try not to upset the sheep or the cows or the wildlife. I'm not teaching you to suck eggs. Far from it, but some people perhaps just don't even give it a thought. But try and be subtle if you can. Just saying. Went on a Wildcamp with Matt. That was a winter Wildcamp, quite foggy and murky. But as we came back actually in this direction on the video, I'll show you a clip actually, the sun just started to break through the fog and it was amazing. That was good. And also I've come up here, and I like to come up here a few times with my girls, with Lara and Lily, my spaniels. Have to be quite obviously very well aware of the sheep. So I'll just hasten to add the times that I've come up here and let the girls off, there'd be no sheep around. I wouldn't dream of letting them bother the sheep. I love it, never tire of this place. Do you know what this reminds me of? Split down sleeping bag in Wales. If you don't know what I'm on about, you'll have to watch the video. But this is really peculiar. I'm walking along, not soaking wet, and I've got a stunning view. Not used to that. Now I believe just down here, again the GoPro's not so good with long distances, but you'll see lots of yellow vehicles. But that is one of JCB's test facilities. I stand to be corrected. But just over there, where are we? There it is. There's a big building again. Rubbish. I'll get my zoom lens out later with my DSLR. But the main world headquarters for Roaster in Staffordshire, JCB world headquarters, is situated just down there. So it's a big. This is JCB city around here, JCB capital. So, Baldrick, your cunning plan is not so cunning. Just over there is the trig point, but it's already occupied, basically. Quite a big herd of cows over there. But I'm in a superb spot here, let me show you. Look at this. It's like a natural little right angle with that as a view. It's unbelievable. I have been here before with Lara and Lily. I took some nice pictures of Lara and Lily. I really nearly brought them with me again as well, but I just thought I want a relaxing, selfish camp really, and again I'd be wary of sheep and stuff, so horrible, isn't it? But as long as I'm very subtle about it, I set up quite late and I'll certainly pack up very early. We shall see, I'm not sure yet, as he scratches his chin. Just while I fish out my microphone, as you can see today I have used the Osprey Rook, my big baby. Reason being, I figured it's just a local camp, I've hardly walked far at all, and I wanted to bring my DSLR, quite a lot of camera equipment with me. So I'm really happy with my 4-class, which performed really well on Wales. Did I tell you I went to Wales? No, I won't go there anymore. I measured, sorry, I didn't measure at all. I weighed my Rook today just before I left and was amazed to see that I packed quite heavily for this because of the accident I had with my down sleeping bag. I had to resort back to my old orange 1.9 kilo thing that for any of you that's seen my videos before, I couldn't wait to get rid of. Well, guess what, I'm using that again. So that was the first thing that I packed into my Rook, and I just thought this is just going to be so heavy again, but I was amazed that I think it was just over 14 kilos. So yeah, I'm really pleased, although yeah, a lot heavier, but I haven't had so far to walk. Deliberately bought a lot of camera equipment with me, so weight was not such a big issue really. I don't know if you remember seeing one of my old videos. I was saying how my favourite thing was the mat, and a mate called Matt told me a little trick to do with the mat, which is to secure it. And I'm so glad that I have, because I am so absent-minded. I have stood up about 3 or 4 times getting various things out of my rucksack. Every time I stood up. Oh my god, that is the best. I'll tell you what a great invention. If you have a mat, a sit mat, which I recommend anyone getting into wild camping or hiking or anything, they are the best thing exactly for this. Look at this. A nice uncomfortable rock doubled up, and a nice foam mat makes it a lot more comfortable. So what would have been just a hard rock to sit on is now like an armchair. All right, perhaps not that comfortable, but it makes a difference. But secure it, there you go, secured. And it's not, because otherwise it would have gone all the way down there. That would have made good footage, me running after my mat. There's a whole different feel to when you go out on your own. Yeah, there's something about it. I love being on my own. Don't get me wrong, I love people. Anyone that knows me will know I'm quite a people person. I like company, and the fact that I have my own YouTube channel and I don't mind making a prat of myself, stood chatting away in front of a camera, knowing that at the moment anyway, the way things are going, quite a few people are watching my videos, which I'm really pleased about. And thanks for subscribing if you have recently, and thanks for joining me. But yeah, I don't mind making a prat of myself. I enjoy it. And here I am, stood in front of a camera now on the side of a hill, but about to watch an incredible sunset completely on my own, with the sound of sheep, with a stunning view, taking photos, making videos. I don't know, I'd rather this than win the lottery. So in all seriousness, I think I am going to stop where I am, because it's just so beautiful. Anywhere else I'm going to think, oh, I wish I was back where I was. So I'm going to stay here for the night. Okay, let's put up the Alpkit Soloist. I've just removed it from the bag, and first things first, I'm going to make this a bit more in depth than the last time I did it. You've got like a matte side and a shiny side. This is the footprint I'm referring to. Now, I've been reliably informed, in fact I've just looked it up because I've never really thought about it before. There's an Alpkit logo and the shiny side. Alpkit logo, shiny side, face up. Matte side, which I have been doing, because you can see by the mud, facing down. You want the wide end is the entrance. So wherever the entrance is going, you need the wide end. That's certainly narrower, so that is the back of the tent. One Alpkit logo, so that's the front of the tent. The outer's all set up, as you can see. Last but not least, this ringlet ties onto this one to bring everything down and taut. Well, tent's up, time to just sit down, relax and watch the sun go down behind the hill. I grabbed one of these today. Yeah, normally it's beer, but I've got an early start tomorrow. Well, I will have an early start anyway, and some people will say it's sacrilegious to go on a Wildcamp without a beer. But I just fancied a change, so a bit of a JD and Coke, and then I've got a little bit of Bushmills in the old little silver tin, just to keep me warm. Not that I think it's going to get cold. It certainly will drop though, there's no two ways about it, and it'll probably be quite chilly tomorrow morning. But for now, here is to a fabulous evening and a fabulous night. Cheers. Well, good luck. Moon. Yeah, first time this evening I've actually started to get a tiny bit chilly, but literally now I've got no idea what the time is. In fact, let's have a little look. Good gracious me, it's 9:15. Can't believe it. Enjoyed my JD. I'm just watching all the planes now, because when the wind's a certain direction, planes on approach for East Midlands Airport, which is basically straight down the A50 from where we are, and when the wind's a certain direction, they'll either come in over Kegworth, or like tonight, which is quite nice for me, bit of a plane spotter, there's another one going past now, they'll approach directly over here en route into East Midlands Airport. So it's quite a quiet airport really. It's not really a Manchester or a Birmingham or a Gatwick. There's a lot of freight flights, DHL, FedEx, that sort of thing. But with what's going on, the resurgence in flights off to holiday destinations is short-lived. It's looking a bit dodgy with this pesky virus again. So I am eating pasta with mixed beans, courtesy of some military establishment, but I don't know if the camera's going to catch that. It actually, can you see in there? Just boiled it for a good 10 minutes right through, and I have to say, it's very, very tasty. Something amazing happened as well. It was that mild last night that I didn't actually even close this. I obviously did my fly, did the inside, the interior tent, but I kept the main door open so I could just look out at the lights. And at one point I nodded off to sleep, and then obviously, like I do, woke up again. And then just sort of glanced down, and there was the moon. Literally, I was directly in line with where the moon came down to set. So, and I don't know what time that was, perhaps 3, 4 in the morning. But annoyingly, I got up, I scrambled out of my tent and tried to get some shots of the moon set with my DSLR, and I completely cocked it up. But the only sort of memory, photographic sort of evidence I have of that lovely moment is when I did first wake up, I just grabbed my phone and took a shot, and this is the shot. Not bad really, just considering that it's my phone. And it was pretty dark, as you can imagine, but that was a privilege. What a special moment. I'll always remember that week. And just seeing basically the moon at the end of my legs with my feet either side, watching the moon just sort of setting over there. It went a really dark sort of orangey red. It was just wonderful, wonderful. And that kind of, I don't know, just made me smile, put me even more at peace, and I nodded back to sleep. So anyway, I'm going to start the clear up. In fact, I've got more footage from this trip than probably any other trip I've been on. It's going to take me an eternity to edit this lot, but I can't wait. I love the editing. Anyway, I'm going to get packed up, possibly not get a chance to talk again. So just a quick thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. There's hopefully going to be more of this. There really is. It's just fantastic. I want to go out and do more. So give us a like if you've enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, do so. It'd be great to have you along for the ride. All right, all the best. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.